So today we're going to be doing a hybrid application. Our model already has one row of our machine weft for a little bit of fullness. But today we want to add a little bit of dimension in our hair since fall's right around the corner. So we can do that by adding tapes into her hair. So these are going to be our color combos today. And we're going to make her a smoked butterscotch latte today. I'm feeling all the butterscotch vibes with her hair, so we're going to have a smoked butterscotch latte. So what's really great about tape is you only need a clip and a comb to be able to apply our tape. So I'm actually going to start by the face. A lot of times people will start in the back and work their way up, but I really enjoy working around the face first to fill this area in, just so we can have a really nice graduation and some connection by the face, and maybe even a pop of color by her face as well. So I'm going to start at the top and work my way down in a nice kind of staggered stair step application. So the highest you want to start your tape application is going to be approximately 2 finger widths below the hairline. Or if you have someone with really fine hair, just stay below the round of the head, so that way when the hair naturally moves and splits, you don't see your tape tab. She has plenty of density at her scalp, so I can get away with going a little bit higher if I wanted to for that impact of color that I'm looking for. So you want to start with clean sectioning. So you can see here I really want to fill this area in. So I'm going to go lighter by the face, and then I'm going to go slightly darker away from the face so we can have that money piece effect towards her face. The first color I'm going to put on is going to be our Lush Garnet paired with our Balayage shade 820-613. So to give her a nice bright money piece effect, I'm going to put the darker of the two colors underneath and then the brighter of the two colors on top. Or, so I can have a slight shadow by her face so you don't see the tape tab as much, I can reverse it where the darker color is on top and the brighter color is underneath. But let's say I want to see a little bit more of that bright color pop through. I'm actually going to texturize this darker piece so I can see more of that bright color shine through. So I'm going to hold this by the tape. I'm going to take my texturizing shears and I'm just going to give it one cut right underneath the tape tab and slide it out. I've just removed half of the bulk. So that way, when I layer this on top of my blonde piece, I can see more of the blonde shine through, but I still have this darker tab so it blends more seamlessly into her natural hair. Okay, so I've taken off the tab. I'm going to apply this about 2 finger widths away from the hairline, so that way she still has hair to play with to cover these tabs. And you want your section to be the same width as your tab, and you also want your section to be the same density as one of your tape tabs that's going to be a part of your sandwich. So now I'm going to hold my hand in an A-OK position. My pinky is my pivot. It's never going to leave the scalp. I'm going to hold my section between my pointer and my middle finger, and I'm going to pivot up. I'm going to place my tab just below my section, and I'm going to drop it slightly. I want to be able to see her scalp, and then I'm going to roll it onto my tape tab. So now I'm just going to use my fingers and make sure the only hair that should be inside of this tape is what lives directly above this tape. You don't want any crosshairs coming over. So now on top of this, I am applying my Balayage shade. So that way my tab is slightly deeper so it blends into her hairline. I'm just matching it corner to corner. And before I press down, I'm just making sure we don't have any flyaways that shouldn't be there. I'm pressing from center to edges. Then I'm picking it up and I really am giving it a nice good squeeze. And there's our first tape tab. You should have a really nice pivot up and down. So now our next section is going to be right underneath. So here's my tape tab here. So my next section is going to be about halfway behind my tape tab above it. So that way I get a nice natural stair step. And I'm going to pair my custom colored number 29 that we previously glazed. And I'm going to pair it with our balayage shade. Really bring some warmth into her hair. I am going to put her darker color on the bottom. So we're going to put our number 29 custom color on the bottom. I'm holding the tab right in the center underneath the tape for the most control. Again, I'm stopping it. I'm dropping it slightly, and then I'm using my pinky to roll down on top of that tape. And then corner to corner. Okay, so we see our previous sandwich here. So again, I'm creating a stair step. So my section is starting right in the middle of my previous sandwich. I'm using my darker color on the bottom. And then I'm using my balayage on top. I'm matching corner to corner. Clean sectioning is key. So let's see if I have room for one more before I hit her weft. So let's go ahead and add one more right here. So that way we're bringing some of these dimensional colors back in towards the back of her head as well. So I'm going to frame these tape-ins that we just put in around her face so we can get a nice connection between her natural hair and her weft that was already placed in. So I'm pulling all of this forward, and I'm going to shake out her natural hair. And I'm just going to use her natural hair as a guide. So here's where her natural hair ends. So I actually want to start my slide cutting above that point. So that way, when her hair falls, it blends more seamlessly with her natural hair. So let me just organize my hair here again. Here's my guide for her natural hair. I'm going to start above that, and I'm just going to slide cut all the way down to her length.